Eleanor, you got another letter from your daughter, another email from your daughter. Would you like to email back to her?
Oh, I'd love to.
For the past 5 months, Eleanor Moen has been staying at the Misericordia Health Center recovering from a serious fall. And for the past 5 months, Moen has been able to stay in touch with family and friends, all thanks to volunteer Marilyn McLeod and her laptop.
Yeah? Okay, well, you go ahead and say what you want to say,
Okay.
and I'll type it for you.
All right. Dear Lenore and Gary.
McLeod makes her rounds at the Misericordia Health Center, helping the seniors read and respond to emails, a technology that many of them had never even heard of before she came around.
Some of them they may not use computers, they may not use email, but they're familiar with the concept through their children. So then I would just refer to it as it's a letter. You got a letter from your daughter, and let's write back.
Misericordia has been providing the email service to interim stay residents since mid-2012. There's a page on the website where the public can go and send messages. When emails come in, they are printed out and delivered that day, and then once every couple of weeks, McLeod makes her rounds to help the residents reply. Eleanor Moen had never been exposed to email before, so you can imagine her surprise and delight when her family used email to keep her in the loop as her granddaughter graduated school in Langley, BC.
It's like talking to her again.
Yeah. So now we can write back to her.
So out comes the camera, and here comes the picture through email, I guess. I couldn't believe it. It was so instantaneous.
McLeod says most of the residents she works with have the exact same response.
I'll explain that I can send this today, and sometimes I'll say, well, your daughter will probably read it tonight when she gets home from work. And they really, you know, the fact that they can get it the same day as opposed to waiting 4 days or whatever for it to come by mail, that's an interesting concept for them. They're usually pretty amazed at that. I hope this email brings a smile to your face. Renee, Madison, and Amber are getting settled in.
Gladys Soroso is another resident at Misericordia. She receives emails regularly from her grandsons, which McLeod reads to her and then helps compose responses. Soroso's daughter-in-law says being able to take advantage of popular technology to stay in touch with Gladys makes everyone in her family feel more connected.
Our son, Duncan, lives in Alberta, and he was always very close to his grandma. They used to talk on the telephone, but now that she can't really do that as well, he can send her an email very quickly on his iPhone or his iPad or whatever, and so he is in touch with her that way, and it's excellent for him as a student. And then also she has 2 sons that live not in Winnipeg, one in Alberta and one in the States, so they're able to also send her emails you know, from work or whatever, and it's a great way to keep in touch.
If you would like to send an email to a specific resident, you can visit misericordia.mb.ca and click on the link that says Email a Resident. For Shaw TV, I'm Kim Babbage.